Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Pose Season 2, Episode 2. So before I get to the review, let me just say a quick congratulations to Pose, the show, the creator, Ryan Murphy, everybody that is on the show. They have been renewed for already a season 3, so that is a good thing. Season 2's premiere, they had way more people watching. I think they said 1.2 million viewers. FX already believes that they have a hit on their hands and they've been renewed, so congratulations to them and everybody involved. But anyway, you guys, the review, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the category is Fashionable Femme Queens. The show opens with, of course, the ball, and Lulu is out there. She is killing it. You guys, I loved the skirt that stands by itself. Okay, that's a statement in and of itself. And of course, House of Ferocity. These braces are going to give me issue today, you guys. I got my silicone in. But anyway, House of Ferocity wins. Even Praytale has to give it up. Electra, bitch, you know how to upgrade a house. Now, Electra, she got to leave. She's working the late shift tonight. They was like at midnight, restaurant closed at 11. Where you going? Okay, she don't even ask no questions you don't want answers to. So Electra leaves up out of there. She struts on down the street, and we see her end up at like an S&M place, like a dungeon. She's a dominatrix. You know, all of her clients are very, very wealthy, obviously. Maybe a little bit on drugs. That's not really her thing. But if it's bringing in the dough, then I guess she can tolerate it. She doesn't even feel sorry for them. These men want to give her their money, okay, for her to beat their ass. I mean, that sounds like something right up Electra's alley. Okay, she says she don't feel sorry for none of them. She feels rich. Now we see Blanca and Angel, they're talking, and Angel tells Blanca that she needs a makeover because you want to have this nail salon. Nobody is really going to rent to you knowing that you're transgender. Well, Blanca can't even get to the nice, you know, women clothes and makeup and everything that she needs to make her more passable, because when they find out that she's in the store, then they throw her out. Not everybody is lucky as Angel is. So Angel promises that she's going to help her. You know, we're going to get you together and make sure that, you know, you are, you know, more convincing as a woman. This time the child gets to take care of her mother. Okay, Blanca's like, you're going to be such a good mom. And it helps because when Blanca goes down there to meet the real estate landlady, okay, who just so happened to acquire this property that she's now thinking of renting to Blanca through a divorce, because get this, she caught her husband having sex with a man. Okay, calls him the F word and everything. All right, I was like, uh-oh. But she hasn't clocked Blanca so far anyway. All right, she's a good Dominican. Dominicans work hard. You know, that's how she feels about it. But, yeah, she's all about, you know, turning this whole neighborhood, gentrifying. In about 10 years, honey, this city will be so expensive. All of the bad people will have moved out. They won't be able to afford to live here, and it'll be all good. So she gives Blanca a quick up and down, and you got the place. Want my rent at the beginning of the month? Blanca's like, cool, I'll give you, you know, first and last. We got a contract or anything? The lady was like, oh, we just gonna do a shake on it. How about that? You know, the old school way. All right, but just make sure that you go on time with my rent. Okay, Blanca can do that. I was like, oh, this ain't good. So back at the house, guess who's home from the LB Shore tour? Ricky, honey, and Damon got it all romantical in the house. You know, Ricky comes in there, they about to get busy, they in the room, they kissing, and Blanca come busting in, okay? She just like, oh, hey, Ricky, you back. I was just like, is that how you talk to your kids when they about to fuck? But I guess that's how it works in this house. Listen, you guys, we about to have a family meeting, so you need to come on to the family room. They were like, damn, can it wait? Okay, we deep in the throes. Nope. David has died. So yet another funeral. We see Judy there. We see Praytale there. Okay, the usual suspects. We see Blanca, Angel, Poppy. No Damon, no Ricky, none of the other guys that's new to the house. No sign of them. When Judy gets a chance, she asks Blanca, has she been taking her AZT? And Blanca says, no, she hasn't started, you know, it just doesn't feel right. You guys already know how Judy feels about that AZT. This is her only fighting chance right now. So we're dealing with the pros and cons of that medication. You guys, a lot of you guys got into my comments last week and was telling me about AZT, how it really was the only option at that time. However, it was still very damaging to the body. So watching the show and knowing, some 30 years later how AZT affected these people that had the disease makes me nervous for Blanca, because I think we all can see what her future with this AZT just might be. But anyways, when Pray Tell asked her later, so what happened with the real estate mogul, the man-eater landlady that you went to go see? And Blanca tells him, yep, got the place. And he was like, what? They gave you a lease? And she was like, no leases. Okay, we just did a little handshake on it. He was just like, are you sure about this? And, he didn't want to bust her bubble. He kind of feels like me. This probably ain't the best approach. Now, when Damon and Ricky and the rest of the boys from the House of Abundance come home, Blanca's pissed. Where the fuck were you? We had a funeral to attend. Oh, they didn't have time to go to the funeral, honey. They've been down at the Palladium. They've been performing for the white boys. They've been voguing it up. They've been partying. They've been having a good time. You can tell they've been drinking. Blanca don't want to hear that shit. Y'all act like ballroom is nothing but, voguing and trends. Okay, ballroom ain't about trends, it's about family. But anyway, let's talk about Miss Electra. She went over to the House of Ferocity last week, right? Okay. So, House of Ferocity, like many of the other houses, are broke. Okay, people are struggling. They might be killing it out there at the ballrooms, but damn it, they living on Slim Fast and popcorn and hot sauce. With Electra coming in there and complaining that she need more closet space for her furs and shit. Now, when a bitch is hungry, ain't got no fucking money, you coming in here all dressed down to the nines, not necessarily sharing it for the rest of the group, but steadily complaining, and then you complaining to somebody who has the worst attitude on the fucking show, Candy, it wasn't gonna go over well. All right. So Candy was like, honey, the only closet that's bigger than what you got is the one that I have in my room with Lulu, and you ain't getting that shit. Okay. So hell fuck nah, bitch. And Electra, feeling herself as usual, gives this whole speech about having her sex change made her weak, made her soft. And I was just thinking to myself, like, is this what some transgender people think? Because I'm thinking to myself, the sex change is the end game for not all transgender, obviously, but a lot of transgender people would like to have the sex change, correct? Are we supposed to be telling them that it's going to make them weak and soft and stuff? So I was just like listening to Electra, and I was just like, girl, you doing the most. She's a confusing character for me. But I don't know, maybe that's just Electra's way of hyping herself up. She tells the girls that she basically is too good to be dealing with the low-life, nothing women that they are. She goes on, I am the one and only Electra. And when she stands up, she snatches the damn tablecloth and, of course, dishes and popcorn and hot sauce and water and just goes flying everywhere. Candy was like, what the fuck is this, bitch? And Electra said that that's her new signature move, that she will send for her stuff later. I said, bitch, no the fuck you won't. Okay, if I was Candy or Lulu, I would go pawn some of them damn furs, okay? Make my money back off this bitch. We see Electra, she leaves there, and now she's on a mission. She's gonna create her own house, honey. She goes and finds all of the best voguers and the dancers and pretty women and, the triple threat, the last one, Jasmine. She got her a new group. She about to start a new house. So at the next ball, Pray Tell tells us, Mother Goose is about to tuck you in tonight. Cute little play on words. Okay. And we got Evangelista there doing their take on Romeo and Juliet, Poppy and Angel. We can see a budding romance coming there. Yes, it's definitely, we see it coming down the pike, y'all. Then we get the House of Ferocity. They do a little take on Cinderella. Loved the spinning dress into the little blue and white dress. I just loved it. I'm telling you, I should have been out there at that time, child. That would have been right up my alley, seeing all of this, all of this extra. And so while everybody's enjoying the show, the lights go out. Okay, Pray Tell, who didn't pay the light bill? When they come back up, who should walk in but Electra. And you know, Lulu and Blanca not having it. Damn it, you can't just be coming busting in here in the middle of a ball. And Electra was like, I just wanted to introduce my new house. And when Pray Tell look over at the board is like, no. And y'all know Candy. Candy ain't got time for too much, you know, board decisions and all. She go get her damn weapon, you know. Electra, who's good with the knife as well, pulls her out. And they about to fight down there on the ballroom floor now. You know, Pray Tell's like, security, come get them. You know, they doing all this slicing at each other and all. But Electra's like, let go of me. Okay, you know, Electra's so dramatic. And then when she's walking out, she turns back around and she says, we are the House of Wintour, named after the editor-in-chief of the sacred text that is Vogue. Quake in fear, children. Wintour is coming. And then she walks out with her little group. All right. Oh, and not to forget the two little boys that had joined over to Evangelista from Abundance. Okay. Oh, please take us with you. They Banshee over there. Okay. And Electra, if only to twist the knife a little bit deeper into Blanca's back, she takes them on with her too. And then, honey, that ain't the only fight. Another fight breaks out when Damon finds out from a dancer who was on tour with Albie Shore with Ricky. He tells Damon that him and Ricky have been having an affair, have been having sex. Okay, the whole time that he was on tour. You know, that upsets Damon terribly. Ricky comes over there, tells him that it's not true, but Damon believes it. And next thing we know, Damon and Chris and Ricky is fighting out there. You know what? Pray tell over it. Everybody get the fuck out. We got way more things to worry about, most serious things, and you guys in here fighting. Okay, get out. Fuck. He was mad. But honey, the argument don't stop there. When they get home, you know, Blanca's trying to calm them down, but nothing doing. Damon was like, you told me it wasn't no gay dancers on the fucking tour. He said they was all straight. Poppy and Angel listen. Poppy was like, aren't all the dancers gay? Shit. Okay, will you get your ass out of here so that they can talk? All right. Damon is so upset with Ricky. Ricky said that he didn't tell him because he knew it would overreact, but he still maintains that he did not have sex with him. And I actually believe Ricky. I don't know why, but I believe him. But Damon doesn't, okay? And to think that I had sex with you without a condom. Oh, Lord. Blanca's listening like, I told you, you know, she trying to fuss. They not even listening to her. Damon thought they was in a Damon thought they were in a monogamous relationship. But maybe not. I said Damon is so green and so young. Some tell me that they ain't gonna make it anyway. The real estate, you know, man-eater mogul that Pray Tell was talking about. She's at her home. She's doing an interview. You know, she's very pretentious. She's got her dog, you know, Credit and Cash, both sitting next to her. Her Italian son comes in, you know, borderline mafioso look. He looks like he's her heavy hitter. Okay, she says that he is the one that goes to pick up the rent, you know, from her, all of her many people that are renting from her around New York. When she gets a little break from the interviewer, he comes over there and tells her that Blanca's a man. She was like, the Dominican? Absolutely not. He says, yes, she is. Okay, you so busy being above everybody that you can't tell, but I'm telling you that's a man. And she says, well, if that's a man, then he's gotta go. Say no more. Okay, so mafioso-ish son goes down to the shop and Blanca's down there painting. He brings her money, says, you know what, my mama don't want to rent to you. You got to get out. What? Okay, in the middle of her painting, she trying to get her shit together. You guys tell me, I already gave you my money. Nope, you got to go. Okay, I actually was relieved for Blanca because I believe in real life that situation could have got so heated, especially at that time, that, you know, she could have gotten beaten up. And I was afraid that that was going to happen on the show. And I was like, please, I don't want to see that. Okay, anyway, he just left. So she goes home. She's mad about the shop. She's mad about Ricky and Damon. You know, she's just mad about everything. All right. And Pray Tell tells her, well, I mean, as far as Damon and Ricky are concerned, you know, we were there at one time. Nobody's thinking about being safe, you know, when you guys are up in each other's arms. What they're doing now is the reason why we are here where we are now. And so Blanca gets the light bulb goes off. Oh my God, I've been protecting them too much. You know, maybe they need to know that I have been there, that I've done this. He says that's right. Okay, because Blanca knows that she has to fight for her kids. Like, these kids kids are young. They don't have no damn sense. They don't know. Okay, she is their guidance. So she was like, you know what, I'm gonna fight for them. And she decides that she gonna fight for that damn shop too. Okay, and Pray Tell says that's exactly what you need to do. So Blanca goes and talks to a lawyer at the New York Commission of Human Rights. Now she has them on her side. She goes and tells man-eater real estate mogul that she ain't going no damn where. The lady was like, look, I can do thieves and murderers and all of that, but I can't do liars. Okay. Oh, liars, read transgender woman. Blanca says, well, you know what? I already know what my rights are. I could even squat in here if I want to until we go to court. So I guess that's what it's going to be. The real estate mogul man-eater lady can't do nothing now, but I'm telling you, this little confrontation with her when they made it very clear to us who her son was, I'm worried for Blanca. Okay, I feel like this is gonna bring us some strife in the future, but for now it's a victory. But whatever. Back at the house of Evangelista, you know, she's won her short-term battle with the woman. Now she's home and she's got to break it to her kids that she has AIDS, okay? And she got it by, you know, being careless with her body, looking for love in all the wrong places, giving herself to men who did not love or even care about her, being very promiscuous, being very unsafe, all right, just making some bad decisions, she said, and eventually she had to stop all of that, okay? Love herself, stop drinking as much, you know, making her make all these bad decisions and really look at herself and love herself. And when she did that, then, you know, things was better for her. However, all of those bad decisions that she made in the past is giving her AIDS now. Now, the family is shocked. I mean, you know, of course, Angel knew and Pray Tell, but Damon and Ricky didn't know. Poppy didn't know. Okay. And Poppy was so upset, he crying to her, you know, I'm going to take care of you forever. You're the only person that's been there for me. I'm telling you guys, I was just, when they was having this conversation, I was just like, goodness, I've already had an emotional week. A lot has been going on this week. So I was just like, Roxanne, don't even start with the waterworks. Okay. But she's just telling them, you know, I'm telling you guys this because this is my way of protecting you, to let you know that I'm not just preaching, that I have lived it. I've done this. This is my way to protect my family. Okay, in the same way that I fought for my salon, I'm fighting for you guys too. You guys know Blanca just loves her babies. We see the Eros ball. Is that how you say it, Eros? And that's all about love and passion and, you know, even sex, lust. All right, safe sex though. Passing out condoms for everyone to be safe when they get nasty tonight. The category is high fashion. We get Evangelista out there, who I thought looked very beautiful out there with the glitter and the whatnots and the spotlight. Okay, but it was all 8s. House of Ferocity don't even get to perform because when Candy come out there, you know, we get one of our beloved scenes when Pray Tell has to read her to the to the death, and that damn Candy, you know, Candy can't take it. She want to fight all the time and all of that. So Candy don't even, Ferocity is not even on the board. But remember Wintour is coming? Well, honey, Wintour is there. Of course, by the time Elektra comes out with her very much Victoria's Secret like wings on her back that were mechanical. Okay, oh, those aren't feathers, because Pray Tell told Candy that she ain't had no feathers on her back either. But Pray Tell was like, it don't even matter. Okay, the way that was presented. Okay, 10s around, all around. Okay, this bitch did not come to play, she came to slay. And so, of course, everybody is disappointed who didn't win, especially Blanca. Okay, this was a big ball. She wanted to win. And Pray Tell tells her, listen, you ain't got to worry about it. Okay, even though you didn't win high fashion, how about the most dedicated businesswoman of the year award? He gives that to Blanca because he says that not only does she fight for herself and her kids, her house, she also fights for the community. He recognizes her, and everybody in the room recognizes her as well, and I think that this means more to Blanca anyway. Mother Blanca, he says, you are a shining example of excellence. Also at the ball, Damon pulls Ricky aside. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that Ricky and Damon had gone to get tested again, and both of them came back negative, but Damon was feeling some kind of way still about the conversation that he had with the boy Chris. And they never really got to resolve it then. So now, tonight, Damon pulls Ricky aside and he tells him, I think that we need to take a break, okay? Because I'm too young really to be all wrapped up in a relationship like this. I need to love myself more, and I still believe that you and Chris had sex. And Ricky tries to tell him that he didn't have sex with him. Do you guys think that Ricky and Chris did something? Do you think Ricky cheated on Damon? I really don't think that he did. But you know, maybe you guys are too young to be this hot and heavy. Let's concentrate on things that are more important right now. So they break up. Damon probably needs to be by himself. He needs to find himself a little bit more. Ricky seems to be a little bit more aware of who he is, and that might be because Ricky was on the streets and may have gained some knowledge that way. But anyway, Blanca, remember, she says she's gonna fight, right, for her life. That means that she's going to take these AZT pills. Okay, so she sits down with Judy, and even though she's afraid, you know, she takes her first pill. I was afraid for her because, like I said, many of you guys talked about AZT last week and how horrible it was for most people that got on it. But then I started thinking about, I had a couple of rock stars in particular who told me that they have had the disease for 30 years. So right around the time that this was going on, they also were diagnosed with AIDS, and but also it was on the cusp of, I guess, some different type of medications that was coming for AIDS victims, and they were able to get a hold of the newer medication, and anyway, it has carried them all the way to 2019. So I'm hopeful for Blanca because she's right in this same time period where either she could succumb to AIDS, the AZT could be devastating for her body, or she could get a hold of this medication that some of my rock stars have had and have been able to live their lives all the way to become, you know, grown almost senior citizens now. Okay, so that makes me kind of hopeful her, because I'm telling you, I'm really not gonna want to see Blanca die from AIDS on this show. You know, I know it's a reality, and I know that, you know, that's something that the community has to deal with on a daily basis at that time for sure. But I just was like, I can take her being sick. I know that, you know, it's going to be some days when it's real bad for her, but I promise you, I ain't going to want to see the girl die. I feel like she has a chance, a fighting chance. It's a slim chance, but I feel like the chance is there. But anyway, you guys, back to the show. Things are looking up for everybody. All right, we see Blanca, she gets her first nail client. We see Angel and Poppy, you know, spending more time together. Like I said, a budding romance is about to start there. We see Ricky leaving the house of Evangelista, and Damon doesn't stop him. But Damon does get into his new job down at the rec center, you know, giving his Vogue classes. We even see that evil ass Electra putting down some money for her apartment. Okay, so it's happening for everybody around there. Good things all around. When the House of Evangelista sit down for dinner, you know, and Angel tells Damon, you know, I know what the decision you made, I respect it, but I still miss Ricky. You know, we did love him. Poppy tells Blanca that Ricky ended up going to the house of Wintour. And she was like, what? You know what? I'm not even going to think about it. Pray Tell was like, you should. Okay. She is putting together a damn all-star cast over there. But Blanca was like, with everything else that I'm fighting, I cannot even worry about what Ricky do. Okay, worried about what's going on in this house, and that's it. And, you know, in real life, that's all you can do, too. Always take care of number one, which would be yourself, whatever you're responsible for. Everything else that does not even matter to you in your life, then you don't need to worry about, honey. That is a motto that I live by. You understand me? But anyway, you guys, I really do. I love this show. I love this show. What do you guys think about this episode? Let me know. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here, get me something to eat, take it on back to work, okay? Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox, the channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.